there's Jim too. He's popped up. Hey guys,
Hey, good morning.
good morning.
What's going on?
Good
Uh,
morning. I don't know
just
what's up with
preparing
my
myself for the
camera.
heat wave.
Welcome to New England.
Yeah, I was like
Wait,
91. What
wait
the
a
heck?
day or two, it'll change.
I don't think I've ever seen that drastic of a change, even in Indiana, of from 90 to 60s.
Yeah. Oh,
If
you
that,
will. New England.
yeah.
Hey Austin, I'm gonna log off and log back on because I don't know why my camera's not working. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. Are we expecting Chris too?
Yeah, it should be. So I'm sure he's driving in.
I know
So,
that he was off yesterday.
well, that's not what he was, listening to him. If you listen to him, he was doing what we call networking. Means he was golfing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Justifies golf by making sure that there's a customer that he uncovers or he brings with.
Yeah.
It's amazing how lucky he is, how often he runs into like a realtor or a mortgage guy. Astounding success rate. Should have him do it every day.
You say lucky, he says strategic.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's what I need to start doing to get into golf, man. Become strategic.
I know somebody that you know that loves golf, so you
I
just gotta hit
know.
him up.
James knows the power of it, so maybe I can
Um,
it's him.
James, this weekend, so my boys turned 27 on Friday, and they had this big, long, basically a couple of day celebration. And Sunday morning, they booked at a 7 o'clock tea time at Stony Lee up in Attleboro and asked me if I would join because they booked Victor Foursome and everybody dropped out, and they said, "Hey, Dad will golf with me," So, got up at the normal time, got up there. It was good. Actually, we played pretty quick. That's the fourth time I played A this year. B in like the last, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks. The most I've golfed in that short a period of time, like ever.
So
And
fun.
that's the good news. And it's all with my kids.
As
I'm
long as
still not, I'm
your
still
body holds
not,
up.
I'm still not believing that I can play this game. So,
No one's good at golf, Jim.
yeah.
Not even the Masters.
So why don't we just jump in so we can redeem the time.
Sounds good. All right, let me share my screen. All right, sweet. Looks like Jess is still trying to figure things out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm in the office on my laptop. I'll have
It's
IT
showing
look
though.
at it after.
Interesting. It's showing like a
Yeah,
camera.
like a laptop. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Hmm, Unfortunate. It's okay. All right, guys. How are things going on the equity side? Any big wins? Any notable things from this past week or the beginning of this week?
I had a good office visit. I went to go visit one of our clients, which went really well. Got a lot of good feedback. I also was able to schedule another visit with an office I haven't seen in a while, Main Street Home Loans. So that's exciting. And I got a win back from a realtor who used us in the past,
Oh,
and is going to give us another shot.
Yeah, I love that.
ooh. Was
Yeah.
that? Oh, go, Jen.
No, no, it's just I'm applauding it. It's like some good stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is there anything you feel like we can capitalize on that? Um, because I know we were talking about win backs in the past and thinking about local market.
Yeah.
Was there anything you felt like, oh, that was uh what's the word? Impactful or unique in that experience?
Well, with this realtor in particular, it was really a communication thing that she struggled with. on our end. And frankly, I think the whole message with all these win backs should be communication. I feel like my first go around was pushing pricing, and it didn't seem that pricing was the moving needle for them. So I think the win back message, a second go around is communication and efficiency.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, yes, that's good feedback, and it's helpful when we meet today for us to kind of codify it, document it, because where we're at with the RevGen project,
Mm-hmm.
where we're needing to start to document customer preferences,
Hmm.
get it down so that we can make sure that we're addressing that within the service process.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
even thinking about, so I'm thinking about even social media and other ways we communicate. And maybe this is something we can IDS a little bit further. Um, yeah, if comms and efficiency are pain points, how can we communicate those in a data-driven way? Rather than being vague, like, yeah, we're efficient. Well, what does that mean? How can
Right.
we measure that? Um,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like how someone can, I've seen like one word I find correlating, like, oh, that's manipulative. Well, that's very vague. You got to give me details. So efficiency in a positive sense is like, okay, can we find a way of making a digital, can we grasp that with numbers or
Mhm.
with a story? Um, that's something I think we could capitalize on. That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jim, anything on your side?
Um, yeah, I think that um, we've been making slow project progress on projects. Really kind of delayed. April was a month where we were not together as a team often, so it delayed being able to carry at least the risk project. Basically, it was delayed by 5 weeks. We caught up last week, so that was a victory. Um, I put together a draft of a white paper, if you will. James, you have that. I don't know if you've read it yet, but it's a draft. Um, and we talked to our insurance broker who's been doing some digging, and he came up with some interesting insights into what we're talking about doing, which seems to validate the direction we're on. So so in those two projects, we're at kind of a juncture where the RevGen project, so to speak, which is sales and operations coming together, we're at a really good place where we're trying to define next steps. So we basically created a plan where we're doing what we call 60-day sprints. So every 60 days, we should be bringing a project along and getting it ready for the next 60-day sprint, etc. So it's not technically a sprint, but it's basically we're giving ourselves 60 days to move projects along. Instead of looking at a 6 to 8 month time period, we're looking at 60-day bursts. So the next step for RevGen is to build out, now that we have ICP is to build out the operating model, if you will. It's um, not ready for messaging yet. We've got to get a couple of things down before we're able to do that, because the operating model has to support we have to make sure that the operating model is going to support what the customer needs and wants, is based on what we've identified. And we want to do that before we start communicating about what the capabilities are that would be new. For example, some of the stuff that Jess is talking about is communication is big. So we've got to make sure that they're executing on that or able to execute on that before we go out and promise it. In the risk project, we're getting a lot of good soundings on it, and now it's really turning towards the validation stage where need to. I've spoken to several lenders, and they like the idea. So it's really getting that more formally completed, and by the end of the second quarter, we should have um, made significant inroads in that. So we're establishing that it's an idea to pursue. and then we build it. So we're still we're in a good place. We're in a really, really good place.
Jim, can you give me an example of one or two of those sprints? Like, what is a example of a project that happens in that 60 days?
On RevGen, it was to complete the evaluation of the ideal customer profile for the lines of business. We did it based on line of business. We have two ideal customer profiles for the first mortgage business, for the second mortgage business, and for the title only, which is we really only have one ICP. Um, and the commonality, when we went through the process, we found a commonality in the customer needed to be multi-state. Um, they like multi-state or multi-regional. So there's both loan officer directed business and loan office and lender directed business, and they're very quite distinct. But the commonality was that we're looking for top producers in both categories. We're looking for multi-state lenders or loan officers in both categories. Um, and we're needing to make sure that we understand the differences between the service expectations of both. That's what we're doing now, so that the team can build a service process and a structure of how we're organizing the people so that they can meet those requirements. That's happening like now. That's something Ben and I are doing together with the team. Does that help?
100%. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, we didn't. So we've got a thing, just a little insight. James, you know more about this from interactions and C12. We have two on the senior team have definitely have in their head that we need highly detailed micro level planning, project planning. And it would take, and we've already ran it this last year, which is one of the things that didn't work out so well when we did that. The projects didn't get completed. It allowed the person who's running the particular project to kind of go off on his or her own way, and it wasn't any collaboration on it. There wasn't any unity, I guess, around it, unifying message, unifying concept. And then another of the senior team would define projects as it's a 6 to 8 month process. You can only do one, and it takes 6 to 8 months. And while I think major projects may fit it takes time. The thing is that the detailed project planning that comes off of the IT side more than anything else, which is highly detailed, it's like engineering stuff. It just delays getting after stuff. So Ben and I kind of caught and came up with this. Well, let's instead of thinking about it in terms of it's going to take a year, let's talk about what's going to take 2 months, 3 months max. What do we want to get done in the first 2, 3 months? That seems to be working much better because we are making progress. But bringing people along, bringing the team along on everything. Like the risk project, I've had to make sure that they're all involved in the phone calls that we're having to kind of define whether or not the services that are out there are um, of things that we want to explore. So it kind of slows everything down. But I'm trying to speed everything up. So, the material from this month was all about like pace and things like that, which helped me think about it in a little bit more productive way.
Sure. Yeah, innovation. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Love that. Solid update.
It's helpful to know. It's good.
Yeah, James, when you get a chance, read I'll forward you another piece of feedback that we got from our broker, our insurance broker, from his conversations. So when you get that, it'll help put an additional layer on top of the proposed white paper. I think what I'm sharing that, not so much that we want to release it, and we certainly want to talk about how we might do that, but it's more to really say, okay, this is what we're looking at. And the insurance piece is an added part of that. And I think that between the two, we've got a big picture that might drive us to the next steps. Anyway, I'd love for your feedback.
All right, sounds good. Um, yeah, so let me just without further ado, jump forward in some scorecard items real quick, and then to do updates. And then we can jump into further discussion about further things that we had. Um, so for you, Jim, any updates on the 10? Oh, sorry, let me jump up here. Scorecard. We're still at 4.9, still at 64 for IG, and then LinkedIn went up 5 followers. So those are the major highlights for the scorecard items. The to-do updates, Jim, do you have any
Yeah.
further updates on the 10 to 15
Well,
contact
no,
validation?
only one thing from yesterday. One of the what you saw were, we worked with a trademark lawyer who did some research, but it also filed a couple of trademark, and that's really just a placeholder. The strongest name that we have is Secure Close, Secure Close, and that is a company called that uses. There's a company that's got they've got a .com. They've got secureclose.com. However, they don't have a trademark filed.
Mhm.
The lawyer felt that was still problematic for us relative to, filing a trademark and then utilizing it. I'm double checking. I mean, I went back to her yesterday and said, "Hey, listen, this is the strongest name we've got, and let's see, whether or not there's how realistic is it that we could, make it work for us." There's a secondary, which was Close Sure, um, CLOSESURE, which is one of the names you guys came up with too. And that name is, I think we've already filed for that name. So, I think that, what I want to do is, confirm whether or not secure close is available because I think if we can use it, because I think it's the strongest one that we've got, and then make some decisions here, and then even when I update Dennis on where we're at with these, get some input from him too on the names. Um,
What's cool, Jim, is you could, if there's a problem with secure close, for example, it could always be secure close by Equity National,
yeah, yeah,
right?
we could modify it probably secure close network, something or some other way to distinguish it. Agreed, and I like it. Um, Equity assurance is available. So you saw the report. And so anyway,
You need a little bit
um,
more time to,
say again?
you need a little bit more time to lock
Yeah,
that in.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Before we yeah, I do.
Okay.
I think, I want to make sure that yeah, yeah, validate what, I don't know that there's any other names that are going to come from this. I mean, I've been swimming in this for a while. You guys did a good job. We were very, very much alike in our thinking. So, um, I want and we want to make sure that what we pick, we can move forward on. So, but I
Okay.
like Secure Close the best, and it does um, resonate the most. It's got both. It's got the two strongest word. Well, the strongest word so far is secure. So we'll
Did you
see
have a
see where it
Did
goes.
you have a third one? Sorry.
I not to the not well,
Okay.
yeah, but not top of mind.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Um, Other than that, so landing pages, just wanted to know if there's any other news for landing pages. Alex is requesting that. Upcoming events or internal celebrations at Equity.
Um, Landing page. I thought we left that with, how can we help you or something like that.
Yeah, we did. We just don't wanted to make just a double check. there was
Yeah,
any.
there's nothing else. I'm sorry for not updating soon. Well, the last conversation I had with the team, they felt that they gave the input. There wasn't anything more than
Okay,
what we shared.
sounds good. The high impact mailer option.
Yeah.
Did you guys come to a conclusion on that? Any
No,
progression?
I like them. I mean, I haven't been able to concentrate on that. So I wonder whether or not, and not to suggest that these were not good. Are there any, can we generate a few more?
Hmm?
And then,
Sure.
yeah, is it possible? Because I'm thinking either it's a one thing you get in there and it's such a high impact that we stop the conversation, or could there be a series of three that would be maybe medium price that you can drip, you can kind of drip, drip, drip. So
Yeah, I love that.
I'm
I
thinking,
love the idea of having something small that you can start with, and we do more of them. And as people engage, we move them closer and closer. One
right,
cool story about this is there was a software company that did this. This was the three-part series. The first one was an energy. It was like a pack of energy drinks, and it was a little bit of branding around it that said, don't let something security be the reason that you're staying that you're doing late nights or like you're working overtime.
yep,
But if you are, here's something to keep you going, something like that, right?
yep.
And as they engage, and like the next call to action was join us on this webinar. They sent people who engaged with that shoelaces and said,
Oh
so the
wow,
shoelaces are a small, like a little, very cost-effective thing, but it
Mhm.
was actually a tie into shoes. So they said, hey, you've been running through my mind or something like that, and here's some shoelaces. We'd love to have you join this webinar. If you do, we'll buy you a custom pair of Nike, like custom Nike. And so they attend the webinar. The shoelaces are, a few dollars, but the shoes are $100+
Yeah.
and I thought that was a cool like one, two, three. Like
yeah,
they're getting
yeah,
lots of stuff
yeah,
Mhm.
and it kind of moves them into like this process.
yeah,
Definitely, it's interesting. Like we can almost use that same playbook with the same items, slightly different copy, obviously, but um, the target audience is one of the key components here. Like that ICP is critical. And some of the feedback, I mean, we did interlace that in the some of the examples that we gave. So
yeah,
if you have feedback, we could add that to the IDS. Let's talk about of the high impact mailers that we've already given, which ones resonated the most, which ones we
Yeah.
want to iterate on.
yeah,
Just give me more idea. Like we can certainly just come up with more ideas, but if you can narrow us into that audience or that offer or the pain or maybe even like a budget range of like what you want to spend, that'll help refine some of the
yeah,
Yeah.
direction.
I loved them all. I shared them with Chris too. Chris loved the sleeping aid one. I was
Mm.
surprised because in my mind I thought that was more targeted to women. I mean, not,
Hmm.
you know, but he loved it. That was his favorite.
Chris is a fancy boy.
Yeah, yeah.
We're talking
Oh, there
about.
he is. He heard us.
Good timing.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, that's my
But Chris,
favorite.
wasn't that your favorite?
Yes, love it.
yep, yep,
That's funny.
good.
But
Uh,
even to your point, James, even if we trickled things like even in that box, like let's say the first thing was a sleep mask, and then the second thing was something else, or you
Yep.
know,
a
um,
Yeah.
bed.
yeah, right,
Okay.
a pillow or something, like a
Pillow
Yeah, I
maybe.
love pillow. I love that's the right price point, right? If we can get in the most value item is $100. Like there's a really nice pillow that we can send. I think that
Mhm.
that would be great. Yeah, and then the sleep shade is super easy. The kit might be the middle one, where we can
Mhm.
do like a $30-$50 kit. But again, only as they engage, only as they take part in
Right, right, right.
Hmm.
next
Yeah,
pieces.
You don't want to go with a mattress.
Yeah, yeah,
For the biggest clients only.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll take you a walkthrough through Mattress
Close a
Firm.
thousand.
So I think that they're all good. The the kind of the question that I'm asking myself is knowing where we kind of landed on the ICP is message alignment because we're not at the message stage yet. For me, to be able to, what is it that we're communicating that might be new and different for us, value proposition wise? So we have some old, if you will, value propositions, some that we think still will resonate, but the new stuff that we're working on isn't ready for that. So to me, this is um, with the proper message to how, because I want to make sure that whatever we're saying, we're able to be backing it up within the service processes. So
Mhm.
that's kind of all I'm doing is kind of noodling that a little bit. I think that the items are great. The messaging is very good. The question is the message on point to where we are going with the ICP? So
Mm.
maybe what I'll do is,
Where
James,
are
and
you
all,
going with the ICP?
where we are, where we went with the ICP. What I'll do is I'll send the ICP stuff to you guys so you can look at it. You can evaluate.
Yeah, that would be great.
That'd be really helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we also ideate around not a physical item, but some sort of mailer, email messaging for like everybody else,
Yeah,
Jim?
that's interesting. I mean, we can certainly start with that.
Yeah.
Almost like since we have like a big bulk of lists,
Yeah.
Yes.
we could do like, hey, attend this webinar, do this thing, get a, sign up for this thing, and we'll send you a this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so we can start with that email, start with that messaging, hopefully turn that even into some stuff. We've always had trouble with this in the past because HubSpot is a bad platform for cold email.
Mm.
And it houses a lot of your, well, it houses all the contacts right now. Most of them are marked as not marketing so that we're not paying exorbitant fees for, the to make them all marketing through HubSpot. So we were talking about in the past doing like a secondary email platform, and we just did a couple cold email campaign setups for clients. Austin, let's add this to the list on our to-dos.
Mhm.
Um, to find, I believe we did this in the past, find the equity cold email subdomains or alternate domains, I should say. So, like we could do equity national loans, equity national um, partners, equity national. Like we can have these subdomains, probably three or four of them. It takes some time to warm them up, but once we have them warmed, we already have the list. We can put the list into the secondary email platforms to do a more targeted, more concerted effort around some cold email.
And these subdomains, are these already owned by them, or we need to find one and then
I, I feel like we've done it in the past. Let's ask Alex if we have them. If we don't, let's go get them and then warm them up just so that we can
all
get
right,
ready.
sounds good.
Because I'm reading between the lines, Jess. Tell me if I'm wrong. There's opportunity in the list that we have, and we're not doing enough to reach out to
Yeah.
that list. Is that right?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
There's also folks that we reach out to daily, whether we call them or try to email them. And I think like even having help with the message on that, especially when it comes to an email. I know we spoke about it a little bit last week that, us inside sales, we were talking about, what can we do as far as sharing our efficiency, our how quick we get, title docs over or whatever it is. I think we just need help or some sort of email campaign around that. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think we have
Was
some
that
good.
also going into what we talked about last week about, or 2 weeks ago about speed and where?
Yeah, yeah. So just to remind us, so a few weeks ago in our sales meeting, we were talking about how Embrace has a really good message around their 14-day fast track or something
Yeah.
like that. And we were having inside discussions about, well, they love that, we keep up with the speed. So And obviously that's really important to them and also other lenders because the quicker they can get people, to the closing table, the better. So if we had some sort of, but I mean, I know this is with Jim's approval, but
Yeah.
something around that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that fits, you know, the comment about our current capabilities. What stands out, what's valuable, what do customers, value and appreciate. I think the idea about speed is we're as fast as you need us to be or
Hmm.
fast. And how to drive that point home. I think that shows up in a number of ways, I think, and even in the uh, planning research on the planning side of things, that shows up well. It's really being ready to close. And because that's a benefit to the customer, right? That we are in fact we're consistently ready to close well before they are. It removes in the realtor's head, in the customer, loan officer's head, but also because of it's a purchase or a refi. Refi is kind of a race to meet the rate lock. Purchase rate race to meet the contract date. But there's always this question in the loan officer's mind about will we be ready to close? Will we be able to close on time because of promises or commitments or that they're making? So what it does is reassures them that that we consistently are. We're way ahead of them usually because their cycle time is with us is, 30 to 45 days. So that 14 days is like easy for us. And it would show us in a good light. There's one or two other things that I think we do that's remain fairly consistent in the value. We believe that pricing doesn't make any difference at all
Yeah.
as an example. So I think we could identify the two or three things that we do that's that hold high value based on anecdotal data, based on conversation with LOs, et cetera. I think we can kind of, create some outreaches around those topics, those value propositions now. While we've got other stuff that's cooking. But
Yeah.
whatever happened to Chris? Refresh my memory. We had the E thing. What did we? That just where did that go? Did we do anything with the E?
We didn't finalize it. So the thought is, I mean, we have them here, so we just need to confirm at what stage we're sending it and then who's fulfilling it. So we can talk about that today.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think that
so
that Austin, did you guys get the copy? There was a picture of Deanna holding the E.
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, I was gonna show you some mock-ups of it.
Oh, okay. All right, good. So
Okay.
that would be that's basically a one-timer.
Yep.
But
And the plan is to have that printed and shipped out by June 1st.
that was we were talking about. So thanks for refreshing my memory.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, just to jump forward, if that's okay, this is where it's at. Varsity letter. I can show you, get you guys' feedback real quick.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, uh, so I have four. They're right beside each other. So this is option one, option two, and then option three, option four.
Hmm.
What's the difference other than the design?
Well, you gave us the copy, so we kept the copy the same and the image is the same. So the designs is the major difference
Yeah.
in
Okay.
place.
Okay.
Very nice.
Uh, I think the copy um may change a little bit if I think that what we did with this was kind of I think this, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we sent the copy was aimed at people who did business with us, and basically it was a catch up. Like we were sending it for people who we hadn't sent this to and people who more recently had ordered with us. But the objective here would be anybody who's ordered with us, I guess, yet a date, right? Something like that.
yeah,
That would be the target, yet a
yeah,
date? Okay.
Yeah, so that copy that you gave us
Yeah,
a couple of them, and I asked which one.
yeah.
I think you said I'm looking at the thread. It was like number three, I believe. Um, yeah, number three. So,
Which
which would have been, um,
just send it back so we can confirm that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
because it looks like the copy's a little bit different. No, just how it's placed. Okay, so we're on, and then we can fulfill this, Chris, correct? That's what the plan was because we have those envelopes. So this, so does is this going to go in the five? The I was looking at
Who has
so
the envelopes over there, Krishan?
yeah.
originally you said bubble envelope 12 by 9, so 8.5 by 11.
Oh, it's upside
This will
down.
fit.
It's
Yeah,
upside down.
this will fit. This will fit. It's a card and it'll fit in the got it. Okay. Um and we can insert this into the envelope and we can put a salesperson's card in there as well.
Hmm.
Right? Okay. All right. So we just have to pick let me verify, validate the messaging, and then I think that's likely would be unchanged. And then the which format we like. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can do it.
I'm already in favor of 1 and 2. That's if you ask me, but
Okay. Any other feedback or choice you guys prefer? I was in I liked option 1 and option 4. Those are the two I liked.
mm,
So I could say I'm in favor with Jess.
yeah.
So
I'll go 1 and 4.
Jess
1
wins,
and
in
4.
my opinion.
What
So
did you
so
say, Chris? What?
1 and 4.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. One, 1 and 4. Yeah.
James, you said something. What was it?
I said Jess wins in terms of taste.
oh my gosh, no.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I think it's good. One sounds like the a solid
Yeah.
pick.
Go back to 4 one more time.
I like that one too.
Yeah, I do like that one too. I like that the pictures are bigger.
Yeah.
You like 4, is that what you're saying?
I like both. I do like 1 and 4.
Yeah, I like 4 better than 1.
All right, then I'm good with 4 too.
And four. Let's do it.
All right.
4.
So you're going to take care of the print. You're going to send it to the printer.
Yeah, if you would like us to,
Just
we can take.
send the content just one more time. I'll just sign off on it today. I just want to just confirm what it says. All right.
Yeah, I can send you the mock-up of option 4.
Yeah.
And I'll have that copy. I
All
can
right.
also send you the original doc that you sent me, just
Okay,
to
that's fine.
keep
That's
it.
fine. Thank you.
Yeah. The other thing was the mug card insert.
Yeah.
Um, so there's 3 we have right here. I just want to clarify some of the copy on the back. Did we want that to be more business, like contact, like a business card contact, or we want to be more like info about specifically what this would
We,
entail?
we were thinking that we were going to be putting the business card in it anyway.
Yeah, but like the
So
content on the back of the business
yeah.
card, what
So what
did
does
you
it
want
say?
that? Right now it's saying, here, I'll just go to, I'll give you a second. I gotta get something out of the way. Let's go.
I yeah, I like.
This is the back.
So I'm not sure that I'd want to say those 4 things.
Okay.
And the reason for that, it kind of commits us to that, and that's um, and it's not a bad thing. So it's not I'm not
Yeah.
objecting. It's simply I think that what we may want to say is something to the effect of for basically I'm not going to put this in good words, but basically each month for basically something new
New update or,
something new, that we want to, something new we want to share with you, or something like that. So,
Mhm.
we're letting them know there's something that changes every month. Initially, it's going to be a team member, right? We're featuring a different team member,
Yeah.
but it becomes a vehicle to be able to give them a quick hit kind of a thing. So
Okay.
it could be team updates like you had team updates because we kind of like that. It takes a team theme.
Yep.
Um, um, Something to that effect. I'm not sure what the right wording is, but I think if you get the play with that idea, I guess.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. So this quick introductions to the equity teams also would probably stay. It's this probably new resources and helpful industry insights.
Well,
Is
they're
that
going to run out of the introductions of the team, right? So at some point, we're going to have run the table on them.
I think
okay?
we said
So,
we would rotate them.
say again,
I thought we said we would rotate the team intros.
Yeah.
James. I'm sorry, I can't hear you too well. Sorry,
Is it better?
a
Hello?
little, yeah.
I thought we said we would rotate the team intros.
Right, we're doing that, yes.
Yeah.
No, I mean like keep it rotating.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just keep.
keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we can even update it. We could create some kind of, yeah, we can create new um
Yeah. I think
recordings.
we I think we would have enough to do about a dozen, which keeps us going for about a year, and then consider new ones that we want to do in the next year. And then
Okay.
for salespeople, I would actually recommend putting them back in rotation, like a
Yeah.
reintroduction of Jess, reintroduction of Chris, like that,
Mhm.
because it's so
Sure.
personal. It's so like the whole point of the mug was making a little bit more human connection and the landing page. So I wouldn't want to lose that one.
Yeah.
So what we could do is the card, instead of it being a forever card, it could be for in quick introductions to the team, right? And then, when
Mm.
we make some changes, we could change the card too, to explain what we're going to be doing for the next period of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe
So we
that's,
feel safe about quick introductions to the
yeah,
equity team. This
yeah,
one,
yeah.
are we unsure
Process.
about this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Um, and then, I mean, another thing that we were considering, is there any like contact information we want to put on this business card, like on the back end here? Would that be
Um,
helpful?
well, I think that, well, if we don't put it, I think my thought was that we would be putting the business card in there too, because we're trying to personalize it from Jess or from Heather or from Christine. I think.
Oh, okay. I
Chris,
thought we were adding that information to this business card.
yeah, I will, I don't know. I mean, Chris, what do you think?
Well, if we're gonna be rotating it,
Well,
uh,
that's the rotating is going to be what's on the on the video. Or I'm
so the
sorry.
business card, I would just put, are we gonna be putting a phone number on it? Like somewhere down there? We could just put the
Good.
sales line. Yeah, we
Or
could just,
could we just do like learn more at equitynational.com?
Well,
Yeah.
this is coming from, we're mailing it because of a contact that you had, one of you guys had, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, we should tie what we put in there should be tied to whoever sent it, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's either on this card or on a business card that we'd also insert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Okay. So we would have two business cards. We'd have this one as a general introduction, and then the personal business card, which would you guys would insert. Do you guys have business cards already?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we just need this one.
yeah. We would be giving this to Coast to Coast, and they would fulfill it. So yeah,
Okay.
that's what we're doing now, I think, in the stuff that we're sending out, Chris, correct? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, that's good.
Okay. Great. And other than that, the final thing would be just general design. If we have three here. Is there one particularly that you like?
I like them all. Can we
Yeah.
maybe can we share it with the team later?
Yeah.
Because we do have our sales meeting if
Yeah.
the the others want to see it too.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, we can send you these mock-ups in the recap. When's your
Um,
meeting?
11.
11.
Austin, since we're doing the business card from the team, maybe we can make this postcard size. I thought when I saw these they were
Well,
postcard.
yeah, we're trying to insert it in the envelope or in the mug itself, because the packaging that it comes in.
The original
Oh,
understanding was to slide it into the mug itself,
Yeah.
I
and
see.
the card might be too big.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
My mistake.
we did
Uh,
mention postcard last meeting, but yeah,
yeah, that's right. Could I bring something up before we end for the day, just because it's in top of my mind?
yeah.
So I recently had a conversation with a loan officer. I was actually going to bring it up in our own sales meeting later, but we were talking and he was telling me, it's really hard for him to send us anything from realtors who work in the Cape, in Cape Cod, because they like to use their own people. They're very, clicky in a way. And so it almost just raised something in my head, because Jim just mentioned, coming up with more ideas. If we can do something maybe Rhode Island themed for local business here, whether it be like a Dell's box or,
How about coffee milk?
Anchor, or coffee milk or something Rhode Island themed, just to hone in on us being Rhode Island
Yeah.
based for my
We're,
local
we're,
people.
whereas Rhode Island, we are as Rhode Island as,
Right, as Dell. I don't know why I'm sticking to Dells, but you know what I mean. I think something like that is like funny because Jim even knows, like in down in what is it, Washington County, they're very clicky too. They don't like
well,
to use.
no matter where they are, you're right. But I think that, get them, this is part of getting them to know us, or at least giving them.
Yes, yeah. I would just say also just reiterating the fact that we're local. I think, just really
Yeah,
honing down on that because they know that we're a national title company. And so I think that they feel as though us being national, we don't, not that we don't care, but they like that hometown feel. That's just how Rhode Islanders are anyway, you know?
yeah. Um, yeah, I would say, so Jess, the, I think that we need to look at how we're defining the ICP,
Okay.
whether or not there's this, you know, one of the things that we've been working on in the ICP is what has been characterized as kind of a split personality, like we're trying to be all things to all people. One of the
Hmm.
things that developed in the ICP was that the ideal customer is a multi-state entity, multi-state loan officer. And that's who in Rhode Island, the loan officers who tend to use us off of the local are multi-state. They're not just
100%.
local. And we're not defining the client as of now. We've not yet defined the client and created a profile for a realtor. Why? Well, I think that we have really zero business from realtors. It's just an observation. And we talked about there being headwinds against us in going after the realtor business, with the exception of one particular strategy, as I'll talk about on later. So I'm not so sure that I don't think that there's a bad idea because we would, but I'm not sure if it's aligned to ICP currently. So I
Okay.
wouldn't want to be investing in that just yet, unless and until we decide that, yeah, that's a portion of or a part of the
Yeah.
did you follow what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
I was just thinking when it
Yeah, no,
comes to,
I know.
our focus, especially my focus is getting more local
No,
purchase money,
yeah,
you
yeah, I
know?
agree. Yeah, I know. I
These loan officers are, giving us everything but Rhode Island. And so I'm like, okay, well,
Well,
give
that's
us
the
Rhode
thing
Island.
is that's what aligns to the ICP, if you know what I mean. We
Yeah.
that's where they're using us. That's that because we're up against they and we are up against it relative
Yeah.
to getting penetrating the realtor market. We would have to make a decision that we're going to be in fact chasing the realtor related
Yeah.
business. Not that we've been really going after the LO, and the LO is willing to work with us outside of Rhode Island because the Rhode Island relationships are the Rhode Island relationships.
Right.
The
Yes.
So I would rather hold on that pending the finality on the ICP stuff, if we could.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Um, s-
Yeah, we can
but
check like later.
it's
Maybe.
alignment. It's alignment. The question is alignment with the ICP
Hmm.
and where we're currently thinking about it, but we've not completely concluded. So I'd wait on it.
Okay.
When is that conversation? When do you feel like you'll have a solid ICP?
Probably um I'd say end of the month at the latest. I'm going to be away for a few days, so it's really Ben and I finalizing it this week. And then it's basically us finalizing it this week. We should be able to do that. We're pretty close.
Okay. Good
And
to
like I
know.
said, I'll get it to you when when we've got it done.
Oops.
Great.
Um, Great. Yeah, we have about 8 minutes left. Jess, I sent you the three mock-ups for your team to
Oh,
review.
perfect.
Yep.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. So other than that, yeah, we had the varsity letter. I'll get the copy and the designs to you, Jim, to review to confirm those. Other than that, was there anything specific you guys wanted to talk about a little bit more before we jump off?
No.
Okay.
No, I've got
Um,
yeah. It's-
Jess, one thing I might just push a little bit further, just thinking about comms and efficiency pain points. Um,
Hmm.
it could go a long way is figuring out what those proof points would be for efficiency. So how
Mm.
can you prove the efficiency of equity compared to others? Um,
Oh, good question.
and so if you can bring that into, okay, this is how it's done. This is how we have efficiency. This is how we have comms
Yeah.
compared to others. That would go a long
Well,
way.
well, what I can do too is just, I don't know if this would be helpful, but even asking, the folks that work with us now, like, how do we compare as far as, our communication efficiency, with the other folks that you work with,
Yeah. Like,
you
what
know?
was the biggest impression that stuck out in that
Yeah.
process? And really narrow in on that process. What was that?
Yep.
So
Totally.
that'd be really
Plus, the
helpful.
stuff you sent me, does it have the copy?
Sorry, I
Oh,
sent
sorry.
that one's for the
No, the
business
mug.
card.
The mug, we need to make a decision on mug,
Yeah.
but what about the copy on the E?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna send that in a separate email.
Okay, all right, okay, got it. All
Yeah,
right.
I just want to get that to you. Do you want that before the 11 a.m.?
Preferably that way I can make a
Okay.
Yeah,
decision.
the girls can see it too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can send it. I'll send it right after I
Okay.
get off here.
All right, good. All right.
Sweet.
Good.
Yeah, guys, thanks for your
Um,
input, and we'll
hey,
see you guys in the next couple minutes.
James, well, I got you. One of my to-dos was you and I getting together. And I'm seeing that as in person.
Okay,
Um, you got your calendar out? Can we look at,
sure.
I'm gonna be, traveling a bit. The 28th,
Yep.
um, Thursday, the 28th. Um, and then, the week
About
that, so does that work?
early breakfast.
Yeah, yeah. Where do you want to go?
We could figure that out, but probably like 7:45.
Making me hungry.
Might just join.
So what I'll do is I'll just put a block in there,
Okay.
for like seven, as early as seven, and then send the invite to you.
Yeah. I can
Or,
do 7:45. I have to get the kids on the bus, so
okay. Uh, yeah, I'll figure that out. Seven, so the 28th. Yes.
28, 7:45.
And then you're in Barrington, so let's see. I'm not going to pick the spot, but I'm just thinking travel time. Where would we go?
Oh, there's a place called Roadie Hen in East Providence. It's very good.
Roadie Hens.
Hmm. In EP.
All right, so why don't we make it 8 o'clock? Is that all right?
Yes, I have a call at 9.
Let's make it 7:45.
Okay.
All right, got it. All right, I'll book it. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey guys, just want to give a heads up. Our next regular meeting would be June 2nd. James, you're out for the whole day that day. Uh,
Um, yeah, I'm a hard maybe on that time. I
yeah.
don't have finals
Okay.
for this event. So yeah, you could meet without me, or we could try to move it to that Thursday.
We could. Yeah, that Thursday's open. So we'll stay tuned on that. I can see that if you have the ICP's gym ready by that time,
Yep,
that'd be opportune time to have James on a call.
Mhm.
got it. But
So
so you've got this some kind of invite that kind of is in my inbox. It's not specific to the date. It looks like it's across a week or something like that. It's like it's spanning it's
What?
Tuesday the 12th through Tuesday the 19th, for example. So it says invitation. So what ends up happening, like today, the actual time slot didn't show up on my calendar.
What?
weird.
No, I'm
Um,
sorry. No, I'm sorry. My mistake. It did. It did. I was
okay.
looking at the wrong date. But is that so? When did you say the next time is the second? You said.
Yeah, I have this set up as a reoccurring every 2 weeks.
All right. So the second is the next time we're together. I do have that on my calendar. My
Okay.
mistake. All right. Good. Good. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Quick rate the
Thanks, guys.
meeting. Good.
Oh, nine. Nine for
Nine.
me.
Yeah, I'd go 9.
Nine.
I'll go 9.5.
Love it.
Hmm.
Thanks, team.
He's in a
Appreciate it.
Bye,
good.
guys. See ya.
He's in a good mood because he networked yesterday.
I love
Yeah.
it. Strong networking. We'll see you, everybody.
Bye.
All right,
Bye.
see
Yeah.
you guys.
All right, guys. Bye.